Hey everybody, this is me, Roger Aladdin Daltrey, and welcome to the very first video of 2019. So today we're going to be doing another tribute video today, because this is a 5-year anniversary tribute for Phil Everly from the Everly Brothers, who passed away this day 5 years ago. So we're going to do a tribute video for him today. So I only own one Everly Brothers album, which is this compilation right here, which is the Everly Brothers, the Absolute Essential 3 CD collection. So you get all the hits on here. And you can see on the front cover, they remind me a lot of Simon and Garfunkel. Like, you can see Phil Everly there reminds me of Art, and then Don looks a bit like Paul. Because the Everly Brothers were influenced by Simon and Garfunkel, and they were also influenced by the Beatles and Bob Dylan. Because at least all these Everly Brothers songs were covered by those people that I mentioned. So, to honour the 5-year anniversary, let's do this video. So let's see. I love Wake Up Little Susie. That's probably my favourite Everly Brothers song. And I like the rhythm guitar sounding. The do 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 do. I find the music so amazing on that. And according to Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones, he says that the Everly Brothers were fine guitar players. And yeah, so Wake Up Little Susie's cool. The Wake Up, we could have something like Wake Up Call, which is a song title by Phil Collins, coming off the 2002 record, Testify. Oh yes, love the Testify album. And then other ones to wake up with, we could have something like When You Gonna Wake Up, which is a song title by Bob Dylan from 1979's Slow Train Comin', celebrating its 40th anniversary this year, which is awesome. And then we could also have something like The Wake Up Bomb, which is a song titled by R.E.M. from 1996's New Adventures in Hi-Fi. And then in terms of Little Susie, we could have something like Little Maggie, which is a song titled by Bob Dylan from 1992's As Good As I've Been to You. And we could also have Little Lady by Status Quo on 1975's On the Level. Another one's then with Susie in the title, we could have Susie Q, which was, I forget who had it originally, but I know it was covered by both Creedence Clearwater Revival on 1968's self-titled debut and by the Rolling Stones on the 1964 record 12 by 5, celebrating its 55th anniversary this year, as well as the English Newest Hitmakers by the Rolling Stones. So yeah, Wake Up Little Susie, great song. I love the song Love Hurts. I think it's a very beautiful song as well. And Love Hurts could be a similar... And by the way, Love Hurts was also covered by Aladdin, Homer and Shrek on their 1989 reunion tour. So hopefully, for Little Mix then, it would be covered for them in 2036, which will only be Perry Edwards, Jade Furwall and Leanne Pinnock at that stage. Because again, Little Mix are great. Since You Broke My Heart is pretty good as well, but I love Stick With Me Baby even more because of the melody to it. Stick With Me Baby is also mentioned in Bob Dylan's Mississippi from 2001's Love and Theft. And then with Stick With Me, it could be like saying Come With Me, which is a song title by Phil Collins on the Testify record, as I said. Because again, Testify is great. And then maybe Come Rock With Me by Status Quo from 1979's Whatever You Want, which is celebrating 40 years this year. And the Stick With Me could be like saying Let's Stick Together. Well, actually, no, wait, Stick With Me, or we could say Come Away With Me by Norah Jones from 2002's album of the same, from the album of the same name. And yeah, the music on that is just awesome. I love their cover of Rip It Up, the one that was also covered by Elvis, Little Richard and John Lennon from 1975's Rock and Roll. And then other ones with It Up entitled, we could have Lick It Up, which is a song and album, which is a song titled by Kiss from the 1983 record of the same name. And we could also have Get It Up by Aerosmith on 1977's Draw the Line. And then maybe Let's Get It Up by AC/DC from Floss Pass Rock We Salute You, because again, AC/DC are in the top 5 most satanic artists of all time. There's that one. Muskrat is pretty good, but Made to Love is pretty good as well. Made to Love could be like saying Slave to Love, and it's a song titled by Brian Ferry from his 1985 record Boys and Girls. Now Is the Hour, I think, is a pretty good song. It almost feels like saying Now the Hour Is Getting Late, which is mentioned in Bob Dylan's All on the Watchtower from John Wesley Harding, covered famously by Hendrix on 1968's Electric Ladyland, and by U2 on 1988's Rattle Hum. So, Problems is pretty good too. Baby, what you want me to do is pretty good as well. But their cover of Grandfather's Clock is pretty cool. But I do find it a little bit juvenile-ish because it is a very juvenile song. But they do a good cover of that as well. Their cover of Lucille is pretty good as well. And Lucille is the Little Richard song. And it was also covered by Shrek on his 1973 record, Rigor Mortis Sets In, which is an album that I got for Christmas. And then credit to Leanne Pinnock from Little Mix. Hopefully in 2020 she'll have her third solo record because she's supposed to have her second one this year. And Jade should have her debut solo album out this year as well. Right. Bully of the Town is pretty good as well. Bully on the Town is like saying A Night on the Town, which is an album titled by Rod Stewart. Nashville Blues is pretty good as well. Nashville Blues is like saying Nashville Skyline. The 50th anniversary this year of the amazing Bob Dylan record. My Mammy is pretty good, but I love their cover of Barbara Allen, and Simon and Garfunkel do a cover of that as a bonus track from The Sounds of Silence, and it's also covered by Bob Dylan live in the 80s with it was like, and I love it, Barbara Allen. The way he sings it was amazing. Their Temptation is pretty good as well. Sigh, Cry, Almost Die is pretty good too. When I Grow Too Old to Dream is quite fun as well. And I somewhat love Cathy's Clown. And Cathy's Clown could be like saying Cathy's Song, which is a song title by Simon and Garfunkel from 1966's The Sounds of Silence. And then Paul Simon does a cover of that on his Paul Simon songbook. Oh, right, so that's disc 1. Now for disc 2, I love All I Have to Do Is Dream. And it's a really good song too. I think Roy Orbison covered it as well. All I Have to Do Is Dream is a bit like saying All I've Got to Do, and it's a song titled by the Beatles on 1963's With the Beatles. And then with All I, it could be like saying All I Want, which is a song titled by Joni Mitchell on 1971's Blue. And then All I Want Is You by U2 on 88's Rattle and Hum, and by Roxy Music on 1974's Country Life, which will have its 45th anniversary this year, as well as Brian Ferry's Another Time, Another Place. Some Sweet Day is quite good as well, and High Lie High Low is pretty true. Maybe Tomorrow is quite good. It could be like saying, with Maybe, we could have Definitely Maybe by Oasis, which is celebrating its 25th anniversary this year. One of my favourite 90s, for me, it's probably second only to Mark Knopfler's Golden Heart as the greatest 90s debut album of all time. Then we could have Maybe Baby by Mr. Buddy Holly. And then we can have Maybe Someday by Bob Dylan on 1986's Knocked Out Loaded. And perhaps... I think Maybe Baby by the Cars on 1981's Shake It Up. And that's another one to reference it, Shake It Up or Rip It Up. And then Tomorrow is our song titles by the following. Paul McCartney on 1971's Wildlife. Leo Sayer on 1973's Silverbird. What else? Oh yeah, by U2 on 1981's October. And by Kiss on 1980's Unmasked. Change of Heart is quite good too. The Wayward Wind is pretty good as well, and Wayward Wind I think is a song titled by Neil Young from 1985's Old Ways. The Brand New Heartache is quite good as well. Brand New Heartache could be like saying, how about Brand New Car by the Rolling Stones from 1994's Voodoo Lounge. And Brand New Cadillac by the Clash on 1979's London Calling. Celebrating the 40th anniversary this year. Wow. And it's second only to the Rolling Stones' Exile on Main Street as the second highest double album ranked by Rolling Stone. Poor Jenny is pretty good too. What Kind of Girl Are You is a nice one to say as well. It's a good song, and it could be like saying The Kind of Girl I Love by the Monkees on 1967's More of the Monkees. And then Love Is Where You Find It is quite good with the drums going. I just think it's amazing. When Will I Be Loved is quite good too. But Till I Kissed You is the one track I love the most on here, on disc 2. Because it sounds like Bob Dylan, the singing sounds like Bob Dylan on that in my opinion. But it never felt like this until I kissed you. I just find it so amazing. And So Sad to Watch Good Love Go Bad is really good too. And Carol Jane is brilliant. And Carol on its own is a song titled by Chuck Berry, and then covered by both Status Quo on 1981's Never Too Late, and by the Rolling Stones on 1964's England's Newest Hitmakers. And then with Jane, we can have, of course, Lady Jane by the Rolling Stones on the Aftermath record, and then My Blue-Eyed Jane by Jimmy Rogers, but covered by Bob Dylan on the Jimmy Rogers tribute album. Right, so that's for Carol Jane, beautiful song. And I even love Devoted to You as well, because the music on that is just so, it's very melodic. Take a Message to Mary is pretty good too, and it could be like, how about Take a Message to Proud Mary? Proud Mary being a Queen's Clearwater Revival song on 1969's Bayou Country, which have its 50th anniversary this year, along with Green River and William the Poor Boys. And then Proud Mary covered by myself, the Status Quo, and Ike and Tina Turner. Like Strangers is another great song that I really like on here as well. And with Like Strangers, it could be like saying Don't Talk to Strangers, which is a song titled by Aladdin on 1985's Under Raging Moon. Which again, Aladdin is the man, and the Under Raging Moon is just so an incredible album. And hopefully in 2032, Perry from Little Mix should do her 6th solo album and do one of the songs on that album. Then Don't Blame Me is pretty good as well. It could be like saying Don't Blame It on Me by Fats Domino, which is pretty good. And then That's What You Do to Me is quite good. And My Gal Sal is pretty good. Basically, My Gal Sally could be like saying Be My Girl Sally, and it's a song titled by The Police from 1978's Outlandos d'Amour, which is one of my favourite 70s debut albums, along with everything I've mentioned in previous videos. Right, so that's for disc 2. Now, disc 3, I think Bird Dog is quite good too, and it could be like saying Mad Dog, which is an album titled by Shrek from 1975, and then hopefully in 2022 it'll be credited to Leanne Pinnock for her 4th solo record. And then, or we can even have Black Dog by Led Zeppelin from 1971 Zeppelin 4. And then with Bird in the title, we could have Bird on the Wire by Leonard Cohen from 1969 Songs from a Room, which is also having 50 years this year. And it's like saying, and by the way, I like the live version for Bird on the Wire more than the studio version. So that's what we could say for Bird Dog. That's Just Too Much is quite good as well. It could be like saying It's All Too Much, which is a song title by the Beatles from the Yellow Submarine soundtrack, which also has 50 years this year. And then even Much Too Much by Aladdin, Homer, Shrek and Wallace from 1965's My Generation, which Little Mix could have done for the DNA record. And then maybe Think Too Much by Paul Simon from 1983's Hearts and Bones. I like the Everly Brothers, and for the Everly Brothers, I love their version of Beat Bop Lula by the Gene Vincent classic, and John Lennon covers it on 1975's Rock and Roll. Then Let It Be Me is pretty good too. Let It Be is a song titled by the Beatles from the 1970 record of the same name, and the last movie as well, and it was also covered by Leo Sayer as well. I like Claudette, it's pretty good. It's like saying Claudie by Status Quo from 1973's Hello. And then Just In Case, I think is pretty good. I Wonder If I Care As Much, it's quite good. But the I Wonder on its own is a song titled by Bob Seger from 1995's It's a Mystery. And then Oh True Love is quite good, and True Love could be like saying True Love Will Never Fade, and it's a song titled by Mark Knopfler from 2007's Kill to Get Crimson. And True Love Tends to Forget by Bob Dylan on 978 Street Legal, and True Love, and maybe True Love Leaves No Traces by Leonard Cohen on 1977's Deaf Ladies Man. Pretty good. This Little Girl of Mine is quite good as well. The Little Girl is also a Monkey song from 1969's Monkey's Present, which was only Davy Jones, Mickey Dolenz and Mike Nesmith. The Walk Right Back is quite good, but I don't like the Take 5 at the start. That's Walk on Its Own is a song titled by Pantera from 1992's Far Beyond Driven. Or, no, Vulgar Display of Power. My fault. And then Donna is quite good. Should We Tell Him is quite good as well. I Want You to Know is quite good. I Want You is a song titled by Bob Dylan from 1966's Blonde on Blonde, and it's also an album titled by Marvin Gaye and Booker T. Jones. And then I Want You Back by Leo Sayer from 1977's Thunder in My Heart and by the Jackson 5. And it's also a song titled by, and then All I Want Is You, which I referenced for U2 and Roxy Music. And then we also could have I Want You Back in Phil Collins' Something Happened on the Way to Heaven from 1989's But Seriously, which again could be my favourite Phil Collins solo album. I know I do a ranking for him, but that can of course change. And it's celebrating 30 years this year. Wow, best Phil Collins album ever. And I love Bye Bye Love. I love the Bye Bye Love. Bye bye sweet roulette. The music is great on that. It's a song titled by The Cars as well on the 1978 self-titled debut. And Bye Bye Love is also covered by Simon and Garfunkel from 1970's Bridge Over Troubled Water. What a great album that is. And Leo Sayer covered that song as well. And So How Come No One Loves Me is quite good as well. Always It's You is pretty good. I don't know who... Well, Always on Its Own is a song titled by Leonard Cohen on 1992's The Future. And I don't know what it is for It's You for song associations. But then, I like Down in the Willow Garden. It's a pretty good song as well. If we take out Willow and down, we can have In the Garden, which is a song titled by Bob Dylan from 1980's Saved. And that was actually when he started to cover Barbara Allen as well, I think, on the tour. And I think that cover is good. You Thrill Me is a pretty good song as well. And I don't know what's... Well, True and True there. It's a song titled by the Rolling Stones on 1994's Voodoo Lounge, but spelled T-H-R-U. Just like, for example, Phil Collins' Through My Eyes on Testify, not to be confused with Through My Eyes on the Brother Bear soundtrack. And then Ebony Eyes is quite good as well. It could be like saying Pale Blue Eyes, which is a song titled by the Velvet Underground on their 1969 self-titled debut. It's like third album, or even Behind Blue Eyes by Aladdin, Homer, Shrek and Wallace from 1971's Who's Next, covered by Limp Bizkit, and then hopefully Little Mix should have done that on the LM5 record, which is the new one from last year. And then we can have Faraway Eyes by the Rolling Stones from 1978's Some Girls. And then the last one we have on here is Sleepless Nights. It's a very beautiful song in my opinion, and Sleepless Nights is also mentioned in the Genesis song Undertow from 1978, and then they retreat with They prepare for sleepless nights, maybe this will be the last fight. And then Nights in there we have something like Crazy Nights, which is a song titled by Kiss from the 1987 record, same name, but called Crazy Crazy Nights. So yeah, Sleepless Nights, beautiful song to end the record. So that's it. That's my review of that. And now for a tribute to Phil Everly. I can't believe it's been 5 years since you left us. You and Don Everly made great music together, and I also loved your cover of Bob Dylan's Abandoned Love, which you recorded during Desire. Because I know you guys were big influences on Bob Dylan, and I think Bob Dylan was an influence on you guys too. So anyway, thank you very much guys. Remember to subscribe to my channel, leave your comment below on what you think of the Everly Brothers, and in 6 days' time, it's going to be my anniversary of being on YouTube, so can I please get 100 subscribers beforehand? I've 95 so far, so can I please get 5 more? Okay, thank you very much guys. A happy belated New Year, and I'll see you for more videos. Take care. Bye bye.